I see entrepreneurs hit 200K a month and then vanish within a year. Not because they weren't smart, not because they weren't talented, but because they never grew beyond the money. And if you don't grow beyond the money, it will always destroy you. Hi, I'm Arthur. I've scaled multiple businesses to 7 figures. I built a software company valued at over 20 million. I sit in private rooms with elite founders and investors. But I wasn't always here. At 21, I was just like you. Money was flowing, but my life was chaos. No structure, no peace, a vision, but no solid plan to reach it. In this video, I will show you the hidden formula millionaires never talk about. It's not another funnel. It's not another crypto coin. It's you. Your personal growth equals your net worth. If you stagnate personally, you will stagnate financially. But if you evolve, everything scales with you. Money always chases value. That's the rule. If you don't upgrade your skills, your ceiling stays fixed. Most entrepreneurs want more money, but they keep recycling the same skills they had 2 years ago. That's like running a marathon in broken shoes and expecting a personal record. Impossible. When I started my software, Millionaires, I had some ideas on how to scale, but not as many as I do now. I had to learn growth tactics. I had to learn negotiation. I had to build partnerships. None of this came from school. It came from stress, and pressure makes diamonds. From forcing myself to grow. Without that growth, we would have died early. Instead, we scaled to a $20 million valuation. If I'm being honest, learning once multiplies forever. One skill doesn't solve one problem. It compounds across dozens of deals, clients, products. That's why elite founders spend money on skills, not distractions. And here's the key, your circle. In the right circle, you shortcut years of trial and error. One introduction, one framework, one skill you missed, and suddenly your trajectory changes. So here's my challenge to you. Audit your skills brutally. Ask yourself, what skill, if mastered, will instantly add 10K a month to my value? Then give 90 days of your life to it. No excuses, no distractions. That is how you unlock the next level. Are you recycling old skills or upgrading the system that makes you money? By the way, if you are stuck and don't know your next move, send me a message on Instagram. You will find the link under this video. I reply personally, and often I can connect you to frameworks and insights that took me years to learn the hard way. Most doors are closed to you right now because you are not yet the person who should walk through them. Promotions, partnerships, investor intros, they go to those who can handle the weight. And growth is a signal. When you stretch yourself, opportunities multiply. When you don't, you are stuck watching others move forward. 2 years ago, I forced myself to train for a marathon in 90 days. Not because I loved running, but because I needed to break my comfort zone. That single choice rewired my discipline. It opened me to new experiences. Ironically, the ripple in business was bigger than in fitness. Deals came easier. People respected my energy. Because when you prove you can suffer and still perform, people trust you. Growth compounds. Every level of self-mastery you reach makes you more visible, more attractive, and the elite start opening doors for you. Doors that shortcuts can't buy. Your circle matters here too. When you are surrounded by people doing 250K profit per month, you see opportunities you wouldn't even recognize alone. So here's your move. Place yourself in rooms where you feel small. Let yourself be underqualified. Because growth happens faster when you're committed but not yet ready. If you keep living like this tribe obsession, shallow network, endless Airbnbs, where will you be in 5 years? As I like to say, making money is simple, but not easy. Keeping it is the real test. That's why you see founders flexing $500,000 in gains 1 month, then disappear the next. Their growth never caught up to their income. No financial education, no emotional control, no vision beyond today. And the result? Self-destruction. I learned this the hard way. When crypto collapsed in 2022, I lost a huge portfolio overnight. The charts weren't the lesson. The lesson was resilience. My real problem wasn't the market. It was my lack of structure. The wrong voices around me. It forced me to build a circle that would expose my blind spots before disaster. Here's the leverage. A stable operator multiplies forever. Once your mindset, health, and structure match your income, you scale without fear of collapse. This is why millionaires keep investing in coaches, trainers, mentors, circles, not because they are weak, but because they refuse to stagnate. Inside elite rooms, you see how others anticipate crises before they come. You learn learn to copy their safeguards, to adopt their foresight. That's how stability is built. So stop chasing the next high. Invest in long-term structure, tax strategy, health discipline, emotional regulation. Build yourself so your future income doesn't crush you. What legacy are you building? One that collapses when you stop working, or one that lasts for generations? Comfort is the enemy of scale. Most entrepreneurs stagnate because they keep doing what already works until it doesn't. Growth only happens in discomfort, where you feel weak, out of rhythm, vulnerable. I didn't want to be on YouTube, to be honest. For years, I avoided the camera. But forcing myself here today is a discomfort play. The same way I trained for a marathon in Madrid with almost no prep. These choices made me stronger, not just in business, but in discipline, in energy, in life. Discomfort has asymmetric returns. One project can rewire your identity. It can multiply across years. And the elite normalize this. In the right rooms, you will see people constantly outgrowing themselves. That becomes your new standard. So here's your challenge. Design quarterly discomfort project. Every 90 days, commit to one challenge that forces a new version of you. Track not just what you achieve, but who you become. Every serious entrepreneur repeats it. The best investment is in yourself. Assets rise, assets fall, businesses scale, businesses collapse, markets change overnight. But what you build inside yourself, skills, resilience, perspective, that compounds for life. When I invested in coaching and fitness at the same time, it wasn't vanity. It was an upgrade to my operating system. Running that Madrid marathon with almost no prep, it rewired me. That discipline spilled into business, into relationships, into wealth. The money I spent on mentors, coaches, even chefs, it wasn't consumption. It was leverage. Here's the truth. You are the one constant across every deal. If you collapse, everything collapses. If you grow, everything multiplies. And nobody can hack or freeze the growth you've internalized. Inside elite rooms, this is normal. Everyone invests aggressively in themselves. Doctors, coaches, setups, frameworks, because money comes back, but time wasted on stagnation is gone forever. So identify your bottleneck. Buy your way out. If it's health, hire a coach. If it's finances, hire a mentor. If it's execution, upgrade your environment. Every dollar invested in yourself compounds across decades. Look, I know the feeling of being stuck. I was there, making 5 figures, holding a 6-figure net worth, but unable to keep the money I earned. It was painful, to be honest, a lot in the past back then. Stressed, confused, until I learned how to build real wealth. Today, I run 7-figure businesses, a software valued at more than 20 millions, and I move with people who all went through the same path. So if you want to connect, send me a message on Instagram. The link is below, but don't waste words. Tell me the truth. Tell me your numbers. It's okay. Your profits, your struggles. We all been there. We all been through it. So what keeps you from the next level? I don't and I can't share everything here on YouTube. The real moves, investments, private masterminds, the plays that never get posted, they happen in my circle. And only a few people ever get in. So if you are serious, send me a DM today. Show me where you stand, because the right opportunities don't wait. This channel is about helping founders reach the elite level. Not just making money, but building a life that actually gives freedom. Stick around, the next video will take you even further. And remember, build for freedom, not for hype.